Well, the Polymega got an upgrade. Let's talk about that. Hello and welcome to Modern Broadcast. So we got a package in the mail today, and again, from that little intro, the Polymega got an upgrade today. A new module system came out. This time it's supposed to be for the Nintendo 64. In today's episode, we're going to go ahead and just do an unboxing with some light testing and a little bit of gameplay video. So let's go ahead and get this box open. Well, if you've been around here long enough, now you know first thing we need is our handy dandy knife. Let's go ahead and slice open these sides and get this open. Alright, and here it is. So this is the Ultra Element Module set, and basically this allows us to play Nintendo 64 games on our Polymega. Alright, so removing the shrink wrap here. It's a little bit easier now to see the box, and going to go ahead and get this flipped over here. So Ultra Gaming is here. This is compatible with the Nintendo 64 game cartridges. And it also comes with a wired controller. And it does say digitize your game collection. And a lot of you state that, you know, the Polymega is overpriced and that there's easier methods. That's true. Polymega is really a niche product, but whatever. To each their own. Opening up the box here. Oh my. Hello, thumbstick. Woo. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Here we have it. So this is very much like the other module sets where you just have the controller and then you have the device itself. So here in the front, we have the four Nintendo 64 controller ports. And our cartridge goes right up top there. Very minimal, very basic. Should work out. Now, I haven't had a controller like this, and this seems to be kind of the new standard for Nintendo 64 controllers, is this design. I personally have a Nintendo 64 Brawler from Castlemania Games, and it's definitely, you know, it's more comfortable than, you know, the tripod that the original Nintendo 64 controller was. This just feels a little bit close in my hands. Like I feel like I'm kind of pushing inwards at the bottom here, but we'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and get this hooked up, and we'll start doing some gameplay. All right, so upon booting up the Polymega, the device was actually not working. The module set wasn't, and neither was the controller, but it looks like that there's actually an update, so I'm hoping that after we do this update, then it's going to work. So we're going to go to System Update, and go ahead and download that update and install it. All right, after the update here, it does look like it is now working. The controller's working, and the module is being recognized by the Polymega device. So, yep, perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and boot up with the classics. We're going to start with The Legend of Zelda. And we're also going to try out a ROM hack. I have Animal Forest, which is Animal Crossing for the Nintendo 64, and we're going to see if we can get that to work. The Polymega doesn't really like those kinds of cartridges, so I don't have high hopes, but we'll give it a shot. I also have this multi-cart that I think would be fun to try, which has like 8 games in one, so... Alright, so it's reading the game card here, and yeah, it works. Good. Okay. And pushing down on the C-pad, we can add to collection and install, or add to wish list. I'm going to go ahead and just hit play. Boy, oh boy, does that look like nostalgia. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the Polymega and virtual display. Let's see what other. You got that 1080p. Standard 4x3. 4x3 zoomed in a little bit there. I don't know if I like the zoomed look. I almost kind of like the standard 4x3 without the zoom look to it. Wide is, ugh. Don't do wide. Who's doing wide? I think I'm just gonna go standard. The controller's comfy. Like I said, it's a little pressed, but this is kind of the new standard for Nintendo 64, it appears. I mean, if you've seen like the Brawler controllers, or I think Castlevania is doing these as well. This is kind of the new standard look for the controllers for Nintendo 64 controllers. One thing that I wish is that, so the Polymega is this big circle button at the top of the controller, and I kind of wish that was the start button. That's just kind of naturally where my hand goes, instead of I have to like extend further up to hit start. And it just feels a little bit off. Like by just naturally just pushing that Polymega button. I'm going to go ahead and skip through all of this intro scene and get to rolling around in some grass and trying to get the sword. So, all right, and here we go with the actual game. After the long cutscene, and mixed with another cutscene. Yoo-hoo! Like. Bye. I want to talk to you. I'm leaving. I want to roll around. You know, I gotta say, this feels more precise than I remember it on the original controller. Or maybe I'm just slightly better at controlling now. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. I always hated this part. This part always sucked. Oh. Oh shit. Okay, no, maybe I'm still bad. I might still be bad. But the stick is a lot better now. Give me your money. Thank you. Ow. Is there only two in here? I forget. Yeah, no, the controller's pretty good. We're gonna get our sword, and we'll get our shield here. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? It's this one. Just push the button. I forget. It's been so long since I've played this. And now we got our little sword. Let's go ahead and start slashing some things. Oh my goodness. Talkie. Okay. Navi's just up there like, hey, talk to me. Talk to me, please. Please talk to me. Just, why won't you talk to me? Yeah, no, this is doing pretty good. It's a solid controller for a, like, what, 25-year-old system? I think it's probably one of my favorites from Polymega than, like, the other controllers that the system has. I really wish what they would do is finally open it to where we can use our own controllers. And maybe that's what something the software did. But it's like, you can use the original, or you can use ours. But ours are out of stock, so you can't get any. So good luck. And if you don't have originals, that also sucks, because then you gotta buy third party. And they're garbo. If anyone knows any good third-party controllers out there for retro systems, go ahead and leave a comment down below, because I've tested a lot, I've gone through a lot, and a lot of them just no. Ugh. They don't feel right. They feel gross. This at least feels pretty good. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna push down on the C pad, and we're going to add to collection and install, and say yes. And we'll install this on the external storage. And there we have it. It is now installed. Right there. We played 12 minutes. Alright, let's go ahead and switch games out. Okay. So, kind of as expected, this is a ROM hack. So it's Animal Forest, which is Animal Crossing. It says game media. I'm going to try to play it. And that does not look like it's going to work. And it looks like it actually crashed the Polymega system. Let's go ahead and test out the multi-cart, which actually has Mario Party 1, 2, 3, and then 15 NES games. This definitely should not work at all. Most multi-carts do not work. I think all of the multi-carts do not work on the Polymega, so I do not foresee this one working, but might as well give it a shot. What? wait, what? This multi-cart is actually working. Now, does it actually... It's kind of freaking out a little bit. But it won't actually boot anything. When I hit start, it just blinks black for a second, and then it stops. So, but it actually booted. I didn't think it would even do that. What if we do one of the NES games? Will that work? No, it will not. So, I didn't think that would happen, so that's surprising. Let's go ahead and quit out of this. Now, the Nintendo 64 controller does have the port on the back, so you can add the Rumble pack, you can add the Game Boy transfer packs. I unfortunately do not have Pokemon Stadium 1 or 2, so I am unable to actually plug those in and give those a try. So slight correction there. Actually, my friend Dakota at Retro Repair Resale actually gifted me a copy of Pokemon Stadium, so we can actually test this part of the video. Thank you so much, Dakota. For those of you that have any console repairs or want to do mail-in orders or modifications to your systems, give Dakota a call. RetroRepairResale.com. All right, so even further update is that I thought I knew exactly which storage bin the transfer pack was in my garage. I opened it up. It wasn't there. So, but I did do some research. The interesting thing about the transfer pack is that if you plug it in, you are able to actually... the Polymega recognizes that there's a Game Boy game, and then it actually very slowly rips it to your Polymega device. That's all we have for today. Thanks so much for watching. If there's a specific game that you want to see played on the Polymega, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to get my hands on a copy of whatever it is to test it on the system. And yeah, have a great week, everyone, and take care.